The Minnesota State Fair is a lot of noise, a lot of people. For some people, a lot is just way too much. But this year, for the first time, the State Fair is taking steps to truly be the great Minnesota get-together for everyone. Is there someone in your family who feels overwhelmed by all the sights, sounds, and smells at the State Fair? This year, there's a less stimulating day just for them. Plan to visit on Monday, August 28th. On the Kidway from 9 to 11 and on the Mighty Midway from 10 to noon, lights and noises will be minimized. The flashing and beeping and loud music on the rides, games, and other attractions will be turned way down or turned off completely. Less will be more for those with sensory processing sensitivities. So get in on the fun at the State Fair. Moms, dads, caregivers, take note. That's Monday, August 28th from 9 to noon. See you there.
The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
You want a healthier lifestyle, but how do you get started? Then stick with it. By listening to the Fitness Revolution podcast with Shay Sandifer, of course. Your journey to greater well-being starts now.
Hello, how is everyone? Welcome. Coach Shay here with Fitness Revolution. Woo, what a summer, right? I know I've been busy. I know you guys have been too. They've been records breaking for traveling. We had record breaking for the state fair, like just events galore. So many events, right? So here we are now. It's the end of summer. I've talked about, I dropped my daughter off at college. My son started high school. I know the younger kids are starting next week after Labor Day. And so now it's about getting back to you, right? About that fitness revolution that we're always talking about. So I have 15 tips of how to get back on track. And I think they're all important. I was like, should I narrow these down? But I think they all go together. And there's something else I'm going to have you guys do too. And so as we are moving into our fall season, right? For me, it's my favorite time of year. I love summer, but I love that it's like 75, 80 during the day or 65. You can wear a sweatshirt or layers. So that outdoor activity, all the things you want to do, maybe if it was too hot this summer, you can do. So we have no excuses. We can get out during September and October. So write these down. They're going to be helpful for you to get back on track. Now that the children are going back to school, now that the events will kind of calm down, there won't be so many things going on and it won't be so hot. So we're going to get us back on track with health, our well-being, and healing from the inside out. So first, we are going to start journaling. So I want you to get a journal. As you guys know, I got a prop here somewhere. I got a prop somewhere. Okay, maybe I don't have a prop. Well, I had a prop. But anyways, I do have a prop. Sorry. Here's my prop. I get these. They are $5.99 at TJ Maxx. I own 12 of them. I've had them for 10 years. And I write in them my thoughts, my ideas for business, anything. And what I've learned over the years is journaling. You can journal what you're eating. You can journal, like if you've been drinking too much, and kind of do that, or your exercise, or just anything that's kind of throwing you off or you need to work on. So journal for 2 weeks and see how that kind of helps your daily routine. Breakfast. Everyone knows the most important part of the day and meal is breakfast. Please eat a meal somewhere between 7 and 10 a.m., whether it's a protein shake, some eggs, some a smoothie, something. Make sure you're eating, because you want that to be the biggest part of your day. You want to incorporate whole grains, fruit, fiber, eggs. What else could you do? Whole grain toast, things of that nature. Number 3, keep that fridge stocked with healthy foods. No more processed foods. We do not want processed foods. Once again, if you don't know where to come, you have 5 weeks, 4 weeks left, only 4 weeks left at my market, to come to the farmer's market and get healthy foods, because it is cheaper, or go to your local farmer's market if you feel like the grocery store lines are too much or too expensive. Number 4, get in more vegetables. So we're adding that in, right? To add that in, we want lots of those. So make sure you're eating more and more vegetables. Lunchtime, right? So sometimes we start off good during the day, and then by the time it becomes lunch, we've like thrown it off. You're eating with friends, whatever that is in your office. So I suggest to start taking your lunch to work, or making your, meal prepping that lunch. So you have better choices, so that you're not consistently trying to figure out what you're going to eat, and doing the things that we don't want to do and put in our body. One of the biggest things on this journey, which we probably did not do this summer a lot, was sleep, right? You're on the go. Kids are doing stuff. You're traveling, going to events. So adults need about 5 to 6. On average, they get 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but we actually need 7 to 8. So for me, I don't go to bed super early, but I like to be in bed about 10 or 11. So I'm up early, like 5 or 6. So then if I do that, I've got my 7, 8 hours, and you should be good. I know some people will sleep longer, and that's fine, but you know what's going to cause after if you don't sleep: obesity, heart disease, diabetes, moodiness, suppression of the immune system. We don't want that stuff at all. My most favorite thing is fitting in movement, right? We have to move consistently, as I always say that. And I always tell you guys, find an exercise buddy, go to a class. There is something out there for everyone, especially if you're here in the Twin Cities. There's stuff affordable for you. Plan healthy snacks. So that's a big thing, right? Because if you're at work, some people are back in the office, there is donuts, there's everything that is not healthy, right, at all. So good things are nuts. Once again, go back to that fruit. Like people like cheese. They make healthy like jerky now. Nut butter, apples, things of that nature. Hummus, guacamole. So incorporate that for your healthy snacks. So when you're getting that urge, you can just reach over and eat that. Eat dinner at home more. Now, I did not eat dinner at home a lot this summer. I can't even lie to you. I didn't at all. So I spent a lot of money. And so now I've been cooking this week and meal prepping and putting the food up so that we are eating at home. So cook at home. And if, like you say, you're running behind and the day's busy and you need a healthy snack or a healthy meal as backup plan because you don't have time, my go-to is rotisserie chicken, right? So if you go to the store, they're like $6-7. Get a rotisserie chicken. If you want it more healthy, take the skin off. You can make a chicken salad. You could do a baked potato. You could do a sweet potato. You could make it in a dish. You could make it in a pasta, all types of things with grilled veggies. So that's a go-to too if you're having difficulties. Now, this one I thought about, but people actually like them, ordering meal plan services. So I actually did used to use a meal plan, they didn't deliver, but a meal plan service to help me during training. But there is some really good meal plan services. So if you're like, I don't cook, Shay, I don't want to do this, or find a healthy meal plan service, Google it. There's a ton out there. Once again, this is probably aimed towards me, but maybe it's towards you, for you too. Booze control. So wine was my friend this summer. I'm going to keep it real. you're unwinding, and and alcohol plays a dominator in a lot of people's lives and social lives and networking lives. So what we'll do is interfere with your sleep. So really try and control that. Once again, if you're journaling, write down like, oh, I've had like 3-4 glasses. Maybe I need to cut down to 1 or 2. So stress, getting back to kids to school is very expensive, right? So it's like, what is the pressures of the finance and the family and noise, and everyone's getting back and all this busy stuff. So once again, incorporate maybe some quiet music, exercising, and reading, I always say, is great downtime. They're like, how should I eat during the day? I always get this question. So I always say 4 to 6 small meals. And you always want to eat your bigger meals towards the beginning of the day, right? And kind of taper off towards the end while you're drinking your big gallon of water. As I always say, carry that around. That's going to help. I find it easier to start, within that 12-hour time frame. So if you're thinking like 7 to 7, you're starting there. By 8 or 9, you're having a big meal. Then you have your snacks, then your midday lunch snacks, and then have a lighter meal later on, or a snack. So that will be very helpful. And last but not least, write a weekly goal. So whatever that is, like, I'm going to make sure I drink 6 glasses of water today, or I'm going to make sure I walk 2-3 miles to this week, so many times. So do little stuff. If you get overwhelmed with everything, going back to school, if you're going back to school as an adult, if you're going back to work full time because summertimes you're off because maybe you're a teacher or principal, like, these are things to do. Write down little goals for you, yourself, or your family, and what that looks like. And at the bottom line of everything, we just want you guys to really go into this next season, this last quarter, healthy and not overwhelmed and energized, right? Fall is an energizing time, right? Everything's so fresh and it smells great, and it's right before everything kind of whittles down. But it's a beautiful time of year. The leaves are changing. So I would just be consistent in your practice, and also don't beat yourself up if you don't stay on track with these things that I told you. Last but not least, once again, I always have these little challenges. And so I would like for you guys to commit, because tomorrow is September 1st. I would like for you to commit to 60 days of walking with me. Yep, I'm starting it up again. So let's walk. Let's walk at least a mile a day. That's 60 miles that we could do. I think we can do it. Actually, it would be 61 because there's 30 days in September and 31 in October. So let's commit to walking. I'm going to check in every week to make sure that we are walking from now until the end of October. There should be no excuses because the weather doesn't get bad till then. So I want you to stay focused. Good luck on getting the kids back to school. Good luck on getting yourself back on track. Set a sleep routine and an eating routine, and everything will be great. Once again, always inhale the positive, exhale the negative, and keep healing from the inside out. This is Coach Shay with Fitness Revolution. See you soon.
Check back next week for more on living your healthier lifestyle, and share previous episodes of Shay's podcast with your friends. Log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Hi, I'm Shaletta Brundage. I'm a media personality, podcaster, and a business owner. But my most important role is mom. 3 of my beautiful kids have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. When I didn't know who to trust or where to turn, I found ACRA. ACRA provides home care services to families all over Minnesota. The care is not one size fits all. They know each one of my kids is unique. They listen to what resources we needed and what's best for our family. I've seen my kids grow and thrive with ACRA's in-home care. While autism is the most common diagnosis among ACRA clients, ACRA offers personalized in-home care services for people with disabilities, chronic illnesses, behavioral diagnosis, and mental illness. They work with children, adolescents, and older folks too. Find out more about ACRA at their website, acrahomecare.org. ACRA helps me provide my kids with a better quality of life. They can do it for your family too.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, Kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid experts.
Summers are a great time to park it. So take time to make time in your glorious Minneapolis parks. Now when you enjoy your beaches and lakes, piers and playgrounds, trails and paths, you can also stroll through the Minneapolis park markets. Now through the end of August, there's a park market every Friday evening at Minnehaha Regional Park. And there's a park market every Sunday afternoon and evening at Lake Harriet. Meet local artisans and small business owners selling unique goods and handcrafted items created right here for you. And with every park market, there's always live local music too. August is Black Business Month, so be sure to support the park market vendors of color. Park markets. One more reason to park it in your Minneapolis parks. To find locations. Would someone you love be at high risk if they got COVID-19? Then be sure to take some steps to keep them safe before you visit. Ask your healthcare provider if you should wear a mask before spending indoor social time with a loved one who's older, has chronic health conditions, or is immunocompromised. And consider self-testing to detect infection before you visit. Even people who are showing no symptoms can have COVID-19 and can unknowingly pass it to others. Do your part to keep your loved ones safe, because for some people, COVID-19 is still a true danger.
Do you worry that lead-based paint in your older home might be dangerous to your children or kids who visit you? Well, Hennepin County put those fears to rest. Hennepin County offers free lead tests and home assessments. If they find anything, eligible homeowners and landlords can receive up to $15,000 for work on the home, including new windows. The government banned lead-based paint 45 years ago when it was discovered that lead poisoning can affect development and cause permanent damage in young children. But 75% of those homes built before 1978 still contain some lead-based paint. As the paint degrades, it can make dust that little kids ingest when they're crawling and putting things in their mouths. So make sure your home is safe and hazard-free. Learn about testing and that $15,000 grant at hennepin.us/lead control. That's hennepin.us/lead control.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.